from House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, but of course we will have to wait. Now, I do want to go ahead and bring in our Washington correspondent, Evan Moon. Can you kind of tell us the latest on what we heard? What's expected to be in this debt ceiling deal?
Yeah, Kelsey. Well, as you saw, we didn't hear much. Kevin McCarthy there speaking for what felt like only less than a minute or two, but saying that they did come to a deal, that he was set to speak with President Biden again tomorrow, that they'd have something written and posted by tomorrow, and that they would expect a vote on Wednesday on this. Now, as Niall said earlier, the winner of this tonight, really the American people. We came just within a few days of a potential default, which would have been bad news for the U.S. economy and for Americans. So this is really a big deal that this deal came down tonight, and it's a Saturday. It's a Saturday of Memorial Day weekend, so no surprise that he didn't want to take questions. He said they have a lot of work left to do, that they're going to continue writing this tonight. But he did tweet that after Biden wasted time and refused to negotiate for months, they've come to an agreement in principle that is worthy of the American people, that there's more work to do. Now, McCarthy may worry about the people to his right balking at this deal. Republicans have really tried drawing tough lines on this. They wanted more for border security and spending cuts. So we'll have to take a look at what's posted tomorrow and see where the tough lines had to be drawn, Kelsey.
You know, Evan, Niall kind of said that there'd be no new taxes. Is there anything that you can say in regards to that?
I mean, that was one of the big hard lines for Democrats. It was a key element of negotiations. Democrats insisting that the government had a revenue problem, seeking to solve it with taxes on the wealthy, and Republicans making this more about government spending. So the deal will probably not include increases to taxes, which would mark a win for Republicans in this case. But we'll have to see tomorrow, Kelsey.
Great reporting. Thank you so much. And thanks for following, Evan. I do want to welcome back in our own Evan Moon with more. Hey there, Evan.
Hi, Kelsey. Yeah, as you and Niall were talking about, an extremely short presser from House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, just a minute or two, but we're going to try to break down the bits and pieces of what we heard from him. He called it a historic reduction in spending. We are hearing that as a 2-year bill, so we'll likely not have to vote on this again until after the 2024 election. He said that they were clawing back on unspent COVID funds and blocking new tax schemes. Now, on both of these, there's about $30 billion in unused COVID funding now expected to be rescinded. And on taxes, this is a win for Republicans. It was another key element of negotiating. Democrats insisting that the government has a revenue problem, seeking to solve it with taxes on the wealthy, and Republicans making this more about government spending. The deal sounded like it will not increase taxes, again, marking a win for Republicans in that case. He also said there would be, quote, consequential reforms that would lift people out of poverty and into the workforce. Now, this leads us to believe there may be tougher work requirements, as Niall talked about again, for federal programs. We saw this coming. This was a key negotiating issue in the last few weeks. Also hearing there are no changes to Medicaid. Now, McCarthy did not take questions, as you said. Like we said earlier, Kelsey, it's a Saturday night. It's a holiday weekend. They're working to get this done tonight. And like Niall also said, he likely wanted to brief his own members before letting in the American people on this.
Evan Moon, thank you for that reporting. Yeah, we have a lot of questions still, but of course we are going to still be following.